Tanse. Okay. Greetings, everyone. Excuse me, didn't mean to burp. I wanted to come back and continue on in the story. Sorry I didn't go on this morning. I had too many things, and I was told it was needed. So now let's see who is here.
C'est bon, un failli.
Oh. Tansay, okay, minutes ko naman este question hindi hanap. Hit that like button, subscribe if you have it, and it's totally free. So, let's see who is here. Just the Adventures. Greetings. Thank you for joining. Lisa Ann, Tansay, sweetheart, CP, my darling. Tracy, oh my goodness, who's knocking over at the pots and pans? Nobody is. Welcome everybody. I am Elder Medicine Bearcroft, and many call me Mama Bearcroft. When I continue on the story of my grandson when he was overseas, yay, the Marines are back. My other granddaughter that's in the Air Force, she's not quite back yet, but she should be soon. So, everyone, please subscribe if you haven't, hit that like button, and let's enjoy. All right, it's totally free, everybody. There's a lot that's been going on for a lot of people, and we, myself, and the crew, there's many of my children and sponsored children, we're drama free. So I do want to say, I hope Robin comes in because from the, what do you call it? I finally finished. Oh my goodness, and I just dropped them all out. I have them all in order. And I'm on regular YouTube, so that's why I don't have a screen. But I don't know how to do it again on this one. Robin, girl, you're going to be happy. Are you ready? For those who participate in my raffle and won a pair of moccasins. Ta-da! Ta-da! These beautiful handmade moccasins were done by me. I put a little sauce for you, and I decided to go ahead and add these on. So, and they smell like the leather, and I will be shipping them to you. Okay. I had to start putting name tags because my husband put them in the wrong basket. So your pair is complete. I had smudged them, pray over them, and they're ready for their journey with you. So, oh, that's the left foot. Here you go. Okay, put that in there. There we go. The tongue came down. There. Okay, so I'm going to put them together. And someone else ordered these, the tan ones. I finished them too. So I won't say who those are for. Alrighty. Oh, I hope you do love them. I worked hard on them. My arthritis didn't want to go with the needle, but I always fulfilled my orders. And everybody knows I always send extra too. So, but like I said, I complete my orders. So I share you in the group of Waverhall, Ohio. Oh, hi. Thank you so much, Tracy. I appreciate that. Da, see, Mama. Greetings, sweetheart. How are you today, or this evening, I should say? Roger, very blissful, sweetheart. Thank you for being here. Lisa Ann, CP. Did I forget someone else? Just Eve. Okay. Awada. Awa. 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 Those that's how you say thank you. I do appreciate everything. So let's get back to the story from yesterday. As I got paper ready to put it in to wrap them up so I can ship them out. My husband said to put them in the box and he'll tape it up. So anyway, let's Andrew, Dancy, greetings, sweetheart. How are you? I took out my other glasses and put my other frames. I figure I'll wear these for a while. I'd like to switch off and on. Ooh, I can see better now. For a while, I had my fingerprint, and I don't like that. That bothers me. So, if the computer goes glitch, or if you see a little about this high by the refrigerator, that high, you might see someone go by. Okay. Yes, my clan is here. They've been here since yesterday. Day before yesterday, excuse me. I had to, and yes, I have my teepee up. That's where they're staying. And we want to make sure they do love the rain. I will say that. All right, everybody, let's get back to the story. So, I'm sorry, how many hours do you think you had in that? What do you mean, hours? Crochet my thinking. Tracy, what do you mean? How many hours do you think you had in that? Oh, how many hours in the moccasins? It took me about, what do you do different? Yes, I do black, tan, pink, red, um, green. Mm-hmm. Danse, JP, thank you, sweetheart, for joining. Sangha, which is Biggie, you know him. He has a pair, and his foot is a size 14, 13, 14. So, yes, I do. Alrighty. Well, like I said, hit that like button. It's free. Subscribe. It's free. If you care to join me in many lives. Um, as I was saying, my grandson and his patroon were overseas, and he remember, I'm going to say my grandson's last name is Johnson, and his one of his following brothers is Garcia. So they both had bags. Garcia was very honored and proud that he was even wearing them, because in the military you're not supposed to wear nothing else but your dog tags. So, but yet others wore like crosses or medallions, things like that. And I believe that, you know, it's okay. You can wear your bag too, because it protects you out in the field, anywhere. And he's from 29 Palms. It's like he said, I know what it looks like, because 29 Palms are very known for its and rakes. And this time he was overseas, and they were like in the village. And sure enough, he says, I've seen a rake. Not just myself, but other 15 brothers were. So he says, I'm glad, I'm so proud that I have your bag. And he's had his bag for, I think, since he was 5. I think so. I have to really think what child. So, because my son had 5, and we keep it. Um, Thank you. I appreciate it. I know I do great work. I understood what you said. Um, when they had to go to another island, and he says, how do they get to the other side? Or there's one here and one there. It said, well, they do live underground, but there's water in the area. So it could be that there is one that was planted there to grow or to allow itself. And he said, everybody kept asking, what is that foul smell? Why does it really smell like poop, urine, something's dead, like it's been left there for months? And then I told him, I said, that's how they smell. Remember, I told you that. He says, you were right. I, I wasn't doubting you, but you were right. One of the gentlemen, one of his brothers, um, we'll name him Thompson. Well, Thompson and Garcia happened to be smoking a cigarette by this, not a pine tree, bamboo. And they said that they kept getting this smell really bad. Danse first, thank you for joining. And Garcia said, wow, seriously, there is something that was like hunched down in all fours. And he radioed in Johnson, which is my grandson, and told him, hey, you need to get here. There is something here. They were getting like kind of dizzy. Now, Thompson, his he didn't know where he was or what was he doing just standing there, and said, "I'm not understanding what's going on." And Garcia was holding him. My grandson Johnson came and said, "Hey, do you realize that you just got zapped? There is an entity out here that is trying to rule you in and take you." And he said, "Here, I'm gonna." My son broke a piece of his bear root. He didn't take it from his bag. He always carries it in his pocket, and he can smell it from his pocket. And he opened it, broke a piece, and put it in his mouth and said, "Chew it. Ew, it's like bark. It's better than bark. Just chew it." And then as he was chewing, he goes, "It's dissolving. Bark does that? But there's no trees with barks on this bamboo." So he kept, and then he says, "Don't," he had chew on this side. He spit it out, and he was still chewing on this side for the bear root. He says, "How long do I have it in my mouth?" He goes, "Just keep chewing it." He kept chewing it, and my grandson accidentally gave him a little more. So, but it woke him up. He was like, "Whoa, what'd you give me, dude?" With his eyes wide open like that. And then he put another chew in his mouth, and that just gave him a second power to where he like, "Whoa." And he says, "No, don't put the chew in your mouth. Too late. It's in my mouth. It's in my lip. It's in my lip," he said. My grandson told me, he goes, "Yeah, he talks country." So I'm like, okay. Hello, I can't stay, but wanted to say hello and say I hope all is well. Well, thank you, Mike. Much blessings. Appreciate that. So, as this gentleman's trying to come out from being confused and fogged and zapped, they started backing up more and more. As they turned around, they kept hearing the stepping. So, one person said, "You guys better run. It's close. Never run. Just walk fast. You do not want to run because then it will run faster. Walk fast and keep going." He said that when my grandson was smoking a cigarette as they were all walking, so was Garcia, and turned around and looked, and he didn't see him. But somehow it was in front of them already. Now, my grandson, he doesn't get nervous. He's like he says his adrenaline, you know, I hope I'm saying it right, gets his heart beating, and he kept telling them, "Let's go, come on. We can't stay right here. We need to get back with the platoon." So when they did get back to the tent, and they were all outside the tent smoking their cigarette, like one after another, and the other brothers come out and says, "Hey, what are you doing? Why are you running?" "We weren't running. There's something else out here." Because when they went back to sleep, everyone, and there's two two Marines staying up, they said they could hear like tapping. My grandson says he left his bag on. He wanted to make sure he. There was quite a few soldiers that got sick. About 8 of them got really sick, and the others didn't. So my grandson said, After seeing that and not allowing the mind to really get rested well, he said he couldn't go back to sleep. He was worried that it might come. And I said, "Did you try to speak to it?" He goes, "I told him to get the heck out of here." But he used other language, I won't say, because I don't cuss. And he goes, "No, no." He goes, "I really wanted to, show him what he has." And I said, "You think a gun will really hurt it, kill it? It might slow it down, but not kill it." He goes, "Oh, I think it would kill it." He goes, "But these are very tall and skinny, very grayish, ugly." I said, "They are. That's how they look. And they smell really bad. And then they try to hypnotize you. So when they come closer, they suck your air out." And he goes, "Well, that's how Thompson felt." I told him if you didn't really go out there and help them, it would have been. Garcia had his bag, and he said he was holding it as he was holding the brother on the other side of him, and he's like, "Man, these things are all over the world," and they are. They've been here before us. Mother Earth, our Father, the Creator, Jesus Christ, gave these creatures to Mother Earth. These are her children, like we are our Father's children. And we have to learn to adapt as over the years we get older. When we all try to communicate with an entity or a cryptid or paranormal, they will try to communicate with you. And that is a strong belief. Now, I understand many people don't believe the protection medicine bags. Bring my finger. There you go. There. Don't believe in them. I put my heart and soul as making them in prayer for that individual person, because it is important. If you're out in the field, it will help you, it will protect you. Yes, I know. I know what you're thinking. What, the creator of Jesus Christ does it? Of course. Of course he does. Did you see where the Bigfoot was talking to the lady in the different language? Do you believe this is real? Where are you talking about? Bigfoot can understand all languages, but they really do a lot of signing, and they all speak. So, but I'm not sure what you're saying, honey. I know that it's difficult for people to believe in the protection medicine bag, but you know, I'm trying to put, because I'm going to be mailing out Robin moccasins. This is her box. So, I'll put it there. So, many people that, they say, "Oh, well, I'm not native." It's okay, honey. You can still wear it if I made it for you. Now, my grandson is asking me if his brothers would like to have a protection bag. And I said, okay, the donation is $80 flat. I will ship it to you. So, and he's like, okay, I'll make sure I gather the money for you. and I'll give you the names. I said, all right. Before his next, how do you say, tour, right? So it makes me really wonder, And I told him, because when I was seeing him over time, when he was overseas, he would FaceTime me on Google Meet. And I was proud to hear from him. And he would tell me, he goes, I'm tired. I go, you look tired, but you also look fatigued. Are you eating? He goes, well, I'm trying to. I said, well, put the chew away and the cigarettes and try to eat. Because, when you smoke, sometimes that kills your appetite. And he goes, well, I got to stand duty and make sure and read sometimes where I'm at the post for like 19 hours. And I said, I understand that, but you still have to eat, even if it's jerky or even if it's an apple. He goes, are you kidding? He goes, some of the animals here will, they see you eating a banana or an apple or an orange, they come and try to grab it from you. And I know that's true. But I want you to be healthy. You need something. And he says, okay. So now that he's told me that he's happy to be home, he missed being with his wife. And okay, thank you, son. Um, he had not been there. She just turned 1, so, and he wasn't there for it. But she would send him pictures, and they FaceTime when they can. And that's dad, that's dad. And I'm really glad that my granddaughter-in-law posts pictures, so that way us family can also, see him. So um, I know it's really difficult sometimes, and being overseas, but when the government tells you, pack up, you're going on your tour. Is that how you want to say it? I forgot how he says it. Well, we speak different languages, Tracy, to the Satangos. Orba, I speak sign or Blackfoot with her. The Yosemite, Turongi, I speak from that res because they're there. Give me 1 second, okay? If you guys could chat for a second, I need to check on the chicken. Okay, I'm back. Hello, everyone. I'm Elder Medicine Bear Claw. You may call me Mama Bear Claw. And forgive me for not sharing. I am making lemon chicken for my husband. Okay. Did I miss? Oh, that's good. I'm glad you use a lot of bear root. Okay. So now I have to make some protection medicine bags for them. A few of them. And I don't mind because I want our soldiers to be protected as well. Some say, oh, you're not native. You know what? And I fought with this with many councils because they're saying, oh, they're not purified native like you or others like us. They have not all natives marry into their own. It might be from a different clan. It could be like Canadian, could be from a different state, then married into um, a different race. That's okay because whatever is meant to be, you know. I do say that we all have the same blood. We might not have the same skin tone, but we are the same. Um, I don't want no one to feel that you're not important. You are important if you're native or not. In the old wise ways, I was told you protect your family, your kin. An outsider can always be an outsider. I don't see it that way. I've helped with councils. Cannot do that. There are many humans out there that have native blood. It could be from their ancestors, or it could be from their grandmother's side of the family that was native. But yet in the old days, they kept it in different names, which is different schools as a prisoner. Believe me, I can go back to 1481, 1480, how my elders were taken and separate them all. Like I said, I have a family. My mother's came from 17 children, sisters and brothers. My grandmother come from 22 sisters and brothers from my great grandma. They didn't believe really in TV, but they also believed in foundation, reacting with Mother Earth, mate Fire what's necessary, but spoke to the trees, spoke to Mother Earth and the Creator. Many studies have said they do not change. This is how we learn. I told them we have to make change to improve our prophecy, prove everyone that we are here as well as them. Some are still in the old ways, and I take that to the heart because I understand. But I also want to help others to understand too, because there are Satangas, which are Bigfoots, and others don't understand. Oh, I got a letter. Isn't a Ford Lord the same thing as Bigfoot? Can anyone answer that question? Are they the same? Ford Lord and Bigfoot. Yes, Sparky, you're right. Hit that button, like, and subscribe. It's free. If you're not in the mood to watch me, go to the next one. It's okay. Trying to investigate on Mother's Earth and go into the forest, and you're seeing the forest people, the guardian angels, the Bigfoots. They're there to protect Mother Earth and the creatures, but we cannot help what spirits there is, the orbs, other cryptid, other entities. Some people say, well, I have orbs in my home. That's fine. And I knew someone that had a lot of orbs in their house. And I told this person what to do, but also too, if you're feeding into it, it would stay and linger. This is why some orbs have negativity issues. They love that. They like to draw from you. It makes them stronger. And they won't leave. And it also can be a family member. So, again, you have to learn. Is it the same feeling from the spirit of that orb? The colors of the orbs. What do they mean? Well, like my grandson was overseas and he says, "Mom, I've seen orbs. I've seen different colors." And I told him the same thing. This is why I speak of the Satangas. I speak of this paranormal. I speak of the orbs. And he also told me too, he goes, you know what? You're star people. You're too. We seen, it looked like a flying saucer. It had a green and a red light. And you see it's just like, just staying there, but you could see like the lights were barely moving. And he said, when you were talking about how the spirits and the orbs get together, like I was just saying with the Satangas, he says he's never seen so much until he went on tour. And believe me, when you are on tour and you go to outside United States, which is overseas, and you're going to different countries, you bet there's going to be. El Salvador has a lot of aliens. Portugal has a lot of aliens. And those are star people. And yes, they can live in the forest or the woods. They will live inside the mountain. They can also live under the sea. They can adapt But are we understanding it? Are we accepting it? The United States is trying to understand already itself. Excuse me. But definitely, people say, oh, let's talk to the natives. I see little prints on the wall of the hill, the stone. They make these big people. Are those big people, or are they the giants, or are they the Bigfoots, or are they the star people? What do you people think? I'm asking you guys, what do you think? Okay, Pamela, thank you. Thank you for joining. This is why, I think it's important to know, but I don't think it's important for everyone to act out wrong. I think it's important to investigate. You can sit in your backyard if you have country, so you have trees around or different shapes. I have a story that my mom used to tell me, the curves of the mountain. You can actually see images. Has anybody ever seen that? As you're driving and oh wow, that kind of looks like an elephant. Or like in Arizona, Zacatecas Mountains. Then you have the Thunderbirds. You look on the mountain, it looks like a snake. You see like it's like this all around. My children, I will sit at the porch and look at the mountain. I say, that's Zacatecas. What does that mean? Snake Mountain. Wow, really? That live in the Rezo, the Navajo, Navajo can go far. It can go to Utah. It can go to New Mexico, Texas. Navajo, Apache, and Cherokee. They all can follow each other and go out more. Danse, Ray. Can one make contact with Sasquatch from the inside home, or do you have else? Mine come inside my house. But when my husband and family are here, they stay outside. They come and go. They've been, a few people here have seen the outlining of them here. Or you can see them when I have my background, you can see them. Or if I'm on my patio, you can see them from the screen. But they're cloaked. I hope that can answer your question. I mean, to start contacting. They do contact many people. It's that some people don't hear them. But yet again, they want to, the person strives heavy to want to, and if you're concentrating too hard, you can't. You have to be relaxed and calm in your heart, actually. If you have home like a countryside, the end of the tree line, if you have a tree line going across all the way, sit there in your backyard, listen. Sometimes they will even ask if they can come on your land, your property, to pass by. Keep talking. They'll feel you if there's one near you. People say, "Oh no, you're losing it, old lady." Well, this elder has done more than just investigate. I have interacted with my 4 clans. Now another clan in Michigan that I have interacted with. You bet. But I have respect for them. When I am helping a channel and visioning over there, stand there to tell them where I'm at, and I will let them know if a dog man is close or a juvenile, or if they're very other clans coming. Now I can pick up there is a star person in the area. I can tell you that too. My grandson, when he lives in 29 Palms. He says he sees them. He goes, they're not is like green. No, they're a pale color. Yes, of course. You have questions. I'm here to help you understand, and I feel that it's good that another person can go investigate and speak to them. Robin speaks to her clan. I told her, start speaking to them. If you gift them, they'll appreciate it later on and they will gift you. She said, no, I've never got gifted. But she has got gifted. So when you go and do many, many things, Mama, you can tell everyone about what you picked up of my wife. I I get visions, and I had a vision of his wife, but I was like feeling the cancer or with the bone in the hip, and I said, I had told Sparky, how is your wife? How are you? You know, she's okay. But what I was picking up is that she cares for her boss, and her boss has cancer. And this is when I called him and I said, I had a vision of you and your wife. Are you guys okay? I don't like to intrude into, your family. But if I get a vision and I'm overwhelmed with it, I'm going to contact you. And I'm going to tell you, some people will not understand, but things come to me very quickly. And then I'll say. So I do my best to help. I don't, I'm not one to say, okay, here's my number, call me and I'll read you. Can't do that. Not like that. No. It's what I can pick up from whatever. And I can feel if someone is being sincere or someone just paddling. You know what I mean? And I know a lot of people come in and come out, and that's okay. I'm here to help you understand what a Sartanga, a Bigfoot is, and these other creatures, even the dogmen, and how the habitat is. When I get a vision of them, that means they're trying to connect with me. And that's the same thing how I get with Sparky and his wife, Michelle. And I wanted to make sure that they were okay, especially her, because everyone needs to know. Women, I'm not being, how do you say, chauvinist? No. A woman takes care of the cooking, the home, and works, and the children, and then dinner. And I also know that there are men like that too. It's either they're single or they're both married and trying to handle. Believe me, I've been there. I understand it, and I want to. I told him to tell your wife, thank you for taking care of you and everyone. It's important to hear that. Not many people care to share or to say, honey, thank you. Especially if you're in paranormal and she's not, and she's still dealing, trying to get things taken care of while you're doing your investigation. Your partner needs to be appreciated too, along with your family. Because if you're paranormal or you're doing any kind of investigation, it takes a toll on them. It's also, you need to understand that you don't want to break the connection. You don't want to bring anything negativity home to them. So, and also, this is why I have my protection medicine bags. Also, I have fought with many different res because council's member says, we're not supposed to give to other humans. I fought years after years to do it because there's some that are just starting their channel and they want to investigate. Either it's paranormal or cryptid or entities or the star people. You still need to be protected, and I want to do that. Yes, we have Jesus Christ, our Creator. And that's when I always say you need to say thank you to your partners for standing at home protecting the family while you're out. As my grandson says, being overseas and thanking me for checking on his wife and his baby. Believe me, I call all my grandkids. I check on my kids too. Mom, I'm busy. I just want to make sure you're okay. I am. Thank you. Quinotes. Okay, fine. But when I tell them I see a cuckoo, I'm like, okay, thank you, Mom. And that is important. So once again, let me say who I am for those who come in and those who stay back there because I still know who you are and I can feel you. I'm Elder Medicine Bear Claw. This is my YouTube channel. I also have a Facebook too. I also have Messenger if you care to leave questions or something you want to know about. So, give me one more minute. I need to go turn the chicken. This time I'm not gonna, you can see. Just don't make fun of my big hips. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. They look delicious. Homemade chili beans too. My husband loves skin. He tells me, leave the skin on the chicken. I said, I know. get mad. He's gonna tell me, you ripped off my skin. You allowed it to get too crispy. That's how lemon chicken is supposed to be, a little crispy. There you go. All right. All righty. Please forgive me. But my husband does come first. Someone asked me, they asked how old I was. I said I'm 63. Right? 64. Oh my goodness, I forgot my age. And who's texting me? Tell the story about your grandson falling. No, I don't want to see that. My daughter and auntie, they were watching. She doesn't like to go on YouTube, but she knows how to enter my code to get in. That's my daughter. So if you see some typing up there, you might see her. And then, yes, she has a potty mouth. But she's a very smart attorney for the state of Arizona, state of Oregon. My other daughter is for Arizona too. She's married to a Navajo man, and I talk with counsel there too. Because when I started off 3 years ago, mainly coming on or 4 years ago, coming on and speaking more and more and introducing the protection bags. People were asking me about the Thunderbirds and stuff, and can't really get into too much of it because native laws. And I pretty much know. No sound. I'm talking. Can anybody hear me? I didn't turn it off. I left the sound on and the camera. I'll say, oh, you're going to see me wobble over there, but it's okay. Oh, now it's back. Okay, well, I'm sorry. Maybe that's why I lost 5 more people. Oh, they said, oh, it's that elder. It's okay. And that's how I pick up some of them. But that's okay, too. I know that at least you looked. So, but it's okay. Okay. Hi, Dawn. Don't say. Greetings, sweetheart. Thank you, Andrew. How are you, sweetheart? I hope you really enjoyed the gifts that you received from me. Okay, Lisa. Does anybody know who, what? Mm, Robin's clan, I know. I know them too. When I do, I will go back to when I'm in Michigan. I plan to go to Ohio and meet some of the people from PA that has reached out to me and connect with me. So I plan to do that too next year. Congratulations. I'm so excited. I'm very excited for you guys. I have delivered babies. I delivered some of my grandbabies. And yes, congratulations. Hindi ko tayo na So stay strong. Remember, if she, there are some women that are, they let it out. Just let it go. Let it go. Okay. Just stay positive with her. Keep her positive. Keep her calm. But I will say this: do frog stretches. Lay her down and bring her legs back. Okay, you know how you got to put the feet on the stairs? Bring them back. Have her, put her foot on your palms and you push back. Reason why some women don't realize that helps the muscles to get more stretched out, because when we have to push the baby, it hurts, believe me, but we have to focus calmly. Mm, yes. And remember too, and remember that bringing a child out to the world, you have to say happy birthday. And when you are the parents, you tell each other congratulations. Do a C-section. Oh, if you have to go C-section, same thing what I'm going to say. Same thing. Because that muscle tone still is not just from down there, but the muscle from right where your abdomen is. Even they're going to cut it. It's going to be numb, but you still want to do it. Um, I had all my three naturals, my three children, all natural. All my other children, they were brought to me. They were brought to me from different ages, from 3 months to 2 years, and some 6 years old, or the youngest was 4 months old. And she's a very bright, beautiful young lady. She's she don't like talking to the satanga. She don't like being around them because she says they stink and they make too much messes. I said, you better learn and practice now before little ones come from you. I told her that back then. And sure enough, she said, oh, I got my little Ewoks. So someone asked me, is there really Ewoks in the world? Oh, it's a different word we say, but that's the best word I can use for you. So I do want to say many people try to understand what I say, and I try to speak as much English, better to say. I sometimes have to say it in my language to understand it in English. I know that sometimes it's hard for me because I want to say it the proper way so you guys can understand it. This elder is very different from other elders. Majority of the elders that I know, they're in like 75 and up, and I am the youngest. Now there's a man that's the other youngest, so I'm doing my best. Um, I have two great granddaughters, and one, when she was a year, I started potty training her. She'll be 2 in February, and she's potty trained. My granddaughter says, "You saved me so much money." I go, "But you still put a diaper on her at night, don't you? You can work with her." Because when I'm there, I do the same thing. "Come on, let's go. Run. Go potty. Come on, potty, potty. Nikwatena, enatena." And she's like, "Okay." She gets excited and slides off the bed and starts running and opens the door and puts her little uh, potty seat on the big seat and move the chair, and then she's trying to take her diaper off and sits there. So, it's to me, hearing about young ones having children, even a little older women, sometimes it makes it harder. I know a friend of mine, when she was having her daughter, she said she wanted to have her in the forest. I'm like, what if there's complications? You got it. You got this. Come on, Bear Claw. Let's get down. I said, I ain't getting down in no boogie. She says, come on. We happened to walk the trail and we were just walking, because her due date was coming soon. And sure enough, we didn't even really get out. We were still in the beginning part of the trail, and I had just finished praying and putting down tobacco. Not even 5 minutes later, she goes, "What the heck?" So now you're making it real. So, yeah, Mount Shasta. A baby girl was born. I said, maybe she's about 6 pounds. Well, she was 7 pounds, 2 ounces. So we're naming her Hernia. When you do that, you make sure you get the egg and you put it all over her body and let it dry off, and then you can wipe it off. Okay? Because that would help her as she grows older. It's an old remedy that we do for all children. Let's see. Okay, it's an hour, and I do want to finish my paperwork. And does anybody have any questions before I give a closing? I have to put something down on my calendar before I forget, because I know that There's a gentleman that wants me to come on his podcast. I gotta put that out on my calendar before I miss anything. All right. No questions. Everybody good? All right. If you need to send me questions or anything, wow, the thing, the egg thing, haven't heard that since I was like, yeah. I did it to all my kids. Actually, my mother and Mama Rainfeather did, and Mama Rainfeather and I did it to all my grandkids. Mama couldn't because she died at an early age of 61 with cancer, and then my baby sister, Gunilestan, rest her soul, she died. What?
Do you know CPR?
Who's having a...
Robert. He's on the floor. He looks purple.
Okay, call 911.
He called 911. Ambulance on the way.
All right. Sorry,
Are you
people.
afraid to touch the body?
No, I'm not. I gotta go. Someone's trying to do CPR.
Well, forget that.
I know I'm shutting it off.
Every second counts.
Okay, I'll go to the other side.